God loves the fearless. All right, thank you for tuning in. This video is going to be about the first part of a series of 3 videos on the Trinity or power structure. Okay, and so since this is the first part, this is the mother. All right. So before we begin, we will start with 1 minute of breath work. All right. So I'm going to show you how. All right. So this is the tree of life. All right. So what you'll be taught here is to help you reattune your vibration to the natural way, the way we were created to function. Okay. All right. So if you do not know who I am Amun Ra. All right. The hidden one. My government name is Joseph Saint. I am the high priest at the Solar House of Spirit, the Divine Son, the Christ. I can't say it no plainer than that. I have the authority from heaven to do the work I am doing. And it is with true love and the utmost importance that I do this. So please listen. All right, so to start, we're going to start with breath work and meditation. All right, so to begin, I'm going to teach you what is command. All right, all right. So, what makes us as solar people, because that's what we are, solar people. We're not humans, we're solar people. All right, and what makes us unique or have more influence is just that than other beings in on this plane, like the animals and the plants. We have more influence than they do on the reality. This is why we have a guide here in the stomach. All right. So the tree of life is a system of living. The way heaven was designed to function. All right. And it's a mirror because it has a mirror effect because everything is confirmed, from within and without. And you will see functions repeat themselves, for the lack of a better word, because repetition is a huge part of creation. All right. So, or the creation process. All right. We have diversity, variety, all of that. Those are natural things that take place, you know, as the functions continue to become more complex. All right. But in the end, they're very simple. It's just multiplied. All right. So let's get back to the self, because this is where we need to focus on. We don't focusing on how to focus on everything in the universe, and we living in hell when we're not supposed to be living in hell is a big problem. All right. So let's focus on our attention here. All right. So because of so for us to we have um the ability to influence our experience in the environment. Okay, every being has that ability to express themselves and to influence their um environment, so to speak, based on their development. All right, so for us to have this opportunity to influence, you must first um, come into balance with the environment. All right, come into harmony with the environment. And so when we become into harmony with the environment, we have what is called command. All right, and the command is very simple because remember, the simpler the solutions are, the closer you are to God. All right, complicated things exactly leaves room for the for the illusions to come in and for us to be separate from reality, and that causes a breakdown, and everyone loses. Everyone pays for a lie. All right, so let's get to command. So command places you in harmony with your environment. All right, but it also gives you the opportunity to influence your environment. All right, so command is simple. It's an active core. So where the diaphragm, right here, right beneath the sternum rib cage area, right here, the diaphragm. All right, you press down on it. All right, with the abdominal wall, you press down on it, and you relax the shoulders. So you breathe in full breaths of air in your chest cavity, not in your stomach, but in your chest cavity. All right, and keep the shoulders relaxed. All right, as you notice, my back is not supported on the chair. All right, because the more you practice the command, the stronger your body gets. Naturally, this is actually exercise in the beginning until you learn, until you become grounded. All right, this is actively grounding your body. All right, but you do this at all times. It's not just for like meditation or anything. It's for when you're seated, standing, walking. Yeah, even if you're lying down and you want to go to sleep quicker, you ground your body and go through a zone meditation. The more you connect to your body and get out of your mind, the quicker you fall asleep. All right. So, so you activate the core and relax the shoulders. All right. So your guide lives here, so you're connecting to your guide, and then you're relaxing your shoulders so that you can see what is going on, and then you can prepare how to deal with it. All right. You don't want yourself to get in the way, your perspective to get in the way. So you relax the shoulders, so then you can see what's going on. But if you are agitated, you will be thrown off, and so you won't see the truth. All right. So, but you need to connect to your guide, and then you relax your shoulders. So you just connect to, and just relax, and then you'll be able to see what to do. All right. So that is command. So you just activate the core, activate the shoulders. Activate the core and relax the shoulder. That's it. Practice this at as much as possible, and this will teach you how to stay connected to the body, so you can control what's going on. If you see how people be like, oh, I wasn't paying attention, or a lot of accidents. Almost every accident can be prevented most of the time, but it's because we're not paying attention, or we have the wrong perspective of things. Like, especially if we have the mindset that we got to be first all the time, then you're gonna run into something because you got to be first. Yeah. So it's just so we have to balance ourselves so we can move through effectively. All right. So now, when it comes to the breath work, we got the command: active core, relax shoulders. All right. So when you inhale, exhale. At the end of the exhale, when you exhale, I want you to vibrate. All right. So you inhale, exhale like you're humming. Here in the diaphragm. All right. Because it's like a button pushing on spirit. All right, you pushing on spirit. Remember, this is the soul house of spirit. So you pushing on spirit. That's the power button. All right. And that's where your power is at. It's in all power comes from spirit. So you got to press on that button because that's a heavenly being right there inside of you. But if you don't activate it, you would never know. A lot of times you activate it by accident. But let's try to be deliberate in connecting the power. That sounds a little bit better, right? So you want to activate the core, keep the shoulders relaxed, because we want to be deliberate in our actions. We want to be in control. Well, you want to have you want to. I mean, God gave you all of these abilities to be free and be empowered, but we have to do everything that's necessary, to manifest it. All right, and so this is the way. All right, so you keep the core active, relax the shoulders, inhale, exhale. When the lungs are empty, you stop, wait for about 5 to 6 heartbeats. Inhale, exhale. The reason why you're doing this, because remember, the heartbeat is your frequency, how you place messages out into the universe, and how you receive the truth, the messages from the universe. All right. So your heartbeat is the gateway, how darkness becomes light. All right. Boom. It's actually, and energetically, it's pulses of light. Boom. That's what the heartbeat is. Also the voice of God. So when you connect to the heartbeat, you can hear what God is trying to tell you. Don't be afraid. But you got to connect. Understand the power is woven into you, hardwired into you. But you got to take the steps. All right. So let's do like 30 seconds of this. All right. 30 seconds of breath work. Ready? 30 seconds on the clock. Boom. Good job. All right. So that's the 30 seconds. All right. All right. So the next one is the meditation. All right. So the meditation is simple. The reason why we're doing this is because we're going to practice connecting, and then when you come into the presence, you know, you we are preparing a posture of being receptive so we can hear God, so we can get on the right frequency. Okay? Because once you get on the frequency, once you tap in, we're all connected, we'll be aligned. And whatever you are on the planet, you'll be guided. Because you're on the frequency. You tapped in. I'm the anchor. I'm the root. You know, because that is needed. That's always going to be one, and that one is me. But once you connect, you're there. You serve the light. You know. Okay, so when it comes to the meditation part, you don't have the vibration. You just inhale, exhale, 6 heartbeats. Always keep the eyes open. I forgot to say that during the breath work. Keep the eyes open. The beast made the people in the east, the monks and all of them, the Upanishads and the Vedas, all of them, when they put all that stuff together, close their eyes. All right. But that is over. Keep your eyes open. There's no escape. All right. And to open these eyes so you can see within. Okay. And you can be aware of what's going on. It doesn't separate you from your reality. Meditation connects you to it. You just don't be attached to any one thing. Okay? So 30 seconds. All right? And this way you can meditate in the face of the enemy. You can tap right the fuck in and cut his head off. 30 seconds. Awesome. All right. So that was the meditation part. All right. So today's lesson on the tree of life is the first part of the tree of life, which is the mother. All right. There's no life without the mother. Plain and simple. There is no father. You need to get that idea out of your mind. He couldn't accept the truth. So he created a lie and he killed for it. But everyone pays for lies. Plant, animal, and human. We all pay for this. And the cost of it is evident. All right? The word mother and God are synonymous cosmically. All right? Male carrying the seed is a forward evolutionary process. It's once the species got to a certain stage of development. Man was manifested, not made, manifested once the daughter got to a certain level of development as the guardian here. Okay? Everyone has a purpose. But creation is in the grease. Nothing is just boom. Okay? All right? Nothing is just instantaneous. Everything has a process. All right, so there's no life without the mother. And mother or feminine is the presence of power with the power to sustain or manifest life. That's the definition of feminine. That's the definition of feminine, divine feminine. It's the presence of power with the ability to sustain or manifest life. It's also the foundation for mother. Mother is the full potential of that. It's the manifestation of the life giver. All right, that is God. All right, all of creation is motherhood. Masculine, um, masculine is a further evolution. You know, in certain in certain aspects. It's not like it's superior to the feminine. No, it's just an additional. It's like a forward evolution. She manifested man, the sun, and that was the presence. That was the manifestation of power. All right, but mother is the beginning. So, in our experience, the planet itself is a living being, super intelligent, super sentient being, is aware of even our conversations. Like, you remember the story about the elephant that went to the lady's funeral after they killed her and all of that? Yeah. But the consciousness of the planet, the trees communicate, down the road, they tell stories through the roots, their systems. Everything communicates, everything sees. Heaven is full of eyes. Remember that. Heaven is filled with eyes. So, you know, um, so it's hidden, and that's female. It's the mother. She's always around. Okay? So the planet itself is a living being. Our mother. Our cosmic mother in this experience on this planet. This is the mother. Terra Ma. Not Earth, not Gaia, Geo, whatever the hell you calling it based on the Greek's term. No. Mm-mm. Terra. Terra. Terra Ma. Yeah. They used to call it, the Greeks called it Terra Mata, which is motherland. The entire planet was called the motherland. Not Earth, not just Africa was called the motherland. No, the entire planet was called the motherland. Yeah. And we all were her children. We shared the planet. The planet was broken up into kingdoms. It was just the motherland. And you had Atlantis in the west, Atlantis in the west, and Eden in the east. Okay? Um, the mother function is the foundation of all reality. Um, there's no there there's no separation from it. Like like when you see the planet itself, you have the planet Terra Ma, and then you had the spirit that came with it, that animated in the form of the first being that walked the planet, a divine mother. It was the presence we call Kali Ma, or the Dark Mother. This particular presence came with the planet itself. Now, they may appear to be two, as in the planet itself and that particular being. They may appear to be two different, but they are really one being. The same as a mother and child. They may appear to be two separate beings, but they're really one. So, yeah, and this is how the consciousness work. When we connect to the law of heaven, that do not lie, then we're all on the same frequency. It's that one awareness. We know we would not have to communicate with words. you know, you know, we everything will fall into place. It wouldn't be the need the trick of independence um wouldn't be there to rob our experience. Now, independent, we're not saying that being part of the collective takes away your individuality. It doesn't. No, we're all going to be who we are on the individual level, but we all also understand that we're connected on a collective level. No more separation and brokenness. We're one. you know. But we cannot connect as one until we got the foundation right. And the foundation is the mother. You know, nothing brings you closer together than the truth. Nothing can break you apart once you have the truth. So, um, that's it for the now. And I wanted to. Today is my birthday, April 23rd. Um, and I wanted to give you good news. We already understood that the 21st, I came with came into union with Terra Ma, the planet, and that's been a very interesting thing to get my head around. Um, Very interesting. Um, but today, I feel the need to inform you that the curse that was upon us was broken. There was a curse upon us as a collective because we went against the way. The curse was a condition um, that sets in as a response to un, the way of life. All right, but it's a energetic confine. It was like an energetic scar, you know, said it kept us locked in paralyzed state cosmically. And we were just wandering like lost, wounded people. But the curse is broken today. The curse is really heavy on all of us. I felt it a lot in my body. Didn't understand what I was coming against as I pulled myself against this deadness that was in my body, deep into my spine, all the way up. So very thick sensation of like scar tissue. And what I was bringing through was pushing through was sensitivity. Um, and as I was understanding that being receptive is the seat of power, so I know that we are terribly numbed because of the way we've been living for the past few thousand years. We're basically in a paralyzed state, but we broke through today. God loves the fearless.